Mr. McCoy? Can you hear me? This is the deputy. Can you unmute yourself, please? Okay, good. Okay, good. I can hear you. You can hear me. This is the bailiff, Miss Hernandez. I just want to remind you, when you're on Zoom, you're gonna have to be seated the way you are right there, sitting up, no drinking, eating, smoking, getting up, back and forth. Don't do that once the judge starts because
Okay.
that'll, yeah, those are her rules, whatever. But
Okay.
if you have to step away for a minute, you can, stop the video and then turn it back on when you're back. But constantly at any minute she'll call you and then you're not there, just a
Yeah.
pre-warning.
Yeah.
But other than that, the judge for everybody is running late. I don't know what that means, but just FYI, just please hold. Mr. McCoy, you can, like I said, turn the camera off until you're done drinking or whatever, and then
Okay.
come back on. But
All
at
right.
9-ish, 9:15, I don't know what time, just be ready.
I'll
I'll
be
announce her
watching.
when she comes in. Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you too.
Okay. Mr. McCoy, do you know how to mute and unmute yourself?
Yes, I can do it now. Want me to
Okay,
mute?
please do. Yes. Good morning, and thank you for being here on Friday, the 1st of July, 2022. If it's 1st of July, that means the 4th is right around the corner. And I want to be the first, second, or third to wish you happy Independence Day. And hope you have a very safe, cool 4th of July. So I am Judge Uzomba, Judge Grace M. Uzomba. I am the presiding judge for County Court at Law Number 2, and I welcome you to County Court at Law Number 2 on the 1st of July, 2022. The court is in session by the video conferencing using the Zoom application, and it is made public by live streaming to YouTube and into the courtroom via the court TV. We will be on record with the official court reporter. Today, it is Kayleen Rivera. Thank you again for coming to help us out this morning, Ms. Rivera. We will be, all persons in this session, as well as the public, are admonished to not and shall not record these proceedings. All counsel and persons in this session are reminded to exercise proper courtroom decorum and attire at all times. Specifically, with those of you who have elected to appear via Zoom and are being permitted to appear via Zoom, these instructions pertain to you regarding a vehicle. If you're in a vehicle, you have two choices. Park the vehicle, get out, find a quiet space so that you can participate, or you can come on down to County Court at Law Number 2, located at 300 Villa Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. And we are on the first floor of the Kadena Reese Justice Center, so you can come to the courtroom. Also, your name must be displayed. First name, last name, not your device's name, and not any nicknames. Your first name and your last name. Also, appearance, you must appear. We are also hybrid, meaning that I have people in the courtroom. So they are in full appearance because I can see their faces. So you on Zoom, I have to have video. So your video must be on. Those are the three things pertaining specifically to those appearing by Zoom. And if you do not adhere to one or any of those three things, then I will not recognize you. I will mark you failure to appear. I will give you an opportunity to cure or fix it, and then I will mark you late. Your posture, again, if you're in a courtroom, you'll be sitting up in the gallery, so I expect you to be sitting up in the video as well. There will be no using of the Zoom feature, that chat feature. Please do not use that without my permission. And if you cannot do these things in the courtroom, and you cannot, like chewing gum, eating, drinking, or smoking, or vaping, you cannot do it on Zoom. You cannot leave the courtroom or the Zoom session without my permission. If you do, it will be failure to appear. However, those of you in the courtroom, and you can ask my bailiff if you need to go somewhere, check in with the bailiff, and she'll be able to go ahead and let you go. And for those of you in the Zoom, you can be able to go ahead and chat to the bailiff so that she knows if you have to step away. When I call your name, and I will call your name twice, you will unmute and respond, or in the courtroom, you will stand and respond here or present. Your attorney may answer for you, but I also need to hear from you. And I will mark you, check you in. I will ask you who your attorney is, just so that you acknowledge who your attorney is. And if you do not have an attorney, I will ask whether you wish to hire an attorney or apply for a court appointed. Procedurally this morning, after I finish calling the docket, please let me finish calling the docket. Then I will move attorneys who have indicated to me that they wish to chat with the ADA or my court coordinator to get a date. After I finish with that, then I will then proceed to give individual attention to issues. So, excuse me. Please, if I do mispronounce your name, please afford me the opportunity to correct that and be able to pronounce your name correctly. So please give me that. I will make my best effort. So please make sure that you correct me if I mispronounce your name. I find names to be very valuable. And, and so I like to make my best effort, as I mentioned, to do that. Any violations of these instructions are subject to contempt of court. Mr. Sabello, I am going to put you right away in the breakout room with the bailiff. Okay. Please place your device on on a flat surface and place yourself in the center of the surface so I can fully see your entire face. Okay. Mr. Cantu, you can go ahead and make the adjustment. Thank you. Alrighty. Now, as I mentioned, today is Friday, the 1st of July, 2022. I am looking for the following persons. Christy Ann Knotts. Christy Ann Knotts. Go ahead and mark that as failure to appear. Martin Ceballos. Martin Viegas Ceballos. Okay. I believe I sent him to the bailiff. I'm marking him as late. Isaiah Robinson. Isaiah Jamal Robinson.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Alrighty, thank you. Sir, is your attorney Michael Sawyer?
Judge,
Yes?
Miss Isaiah Robinson is set for
Isaiah.
performance review hearing today.
Okay. Is your attorney Michael Sawyer?
Yes, ma'am. I don't see him here yet, but
Okay,
I am
all right.
present.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and wait for him. Alrighty. Yedlin Hernandez Pupo. I believe that case may be taken care of. I'll go ahead and double check on that.
Yes,
Marina,
it was closed yesterday.
thank you. Daniel Cantu. Daniel Cantu.
Present.
Mr. Cantu, is your attorney Abelardo Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here. Shamar Mims. Shamar Malik Mims. Mark that as failure to appear, possible. Michael McCoy. Michael Anthony McCoy.
He's present on Zoom, Your Honor.
I'm right here.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Mr. McCoy. Thank you, counsel. Andrew Cabrera.
Present,
Andrew,
Your Honor. Your Honor, Mark Braswell with my client, we're present. We'd just like to confer with the DA in a breakout room as soon as they're available.
alrighty. Andrew Cabrera,
Yes, ma'am. Present, Your Honor.
thank you very much. Francisco Puentes. Francisco Puentes. Very good, sir. Is your attorney Fernando Ramos? Stay standing. Okay. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here, sir. Jamie or Jaime Lynn Krenek, Krenek.
Judge, the attorney in that case is Mr. O'Donnell, Brian O'Donnell, and he's running late. He's in jail court as of right now.
All right. Jaime Krenek. Mark that one as failure to appear. Okay, is there anyone else? Is anyone in the courtroom that has not heard their name or have not called? Anyone in the courtroom? And anyone in Zoom that I have not called their name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good
Jesus
morning.
Vargas. Good morning, Judge. Jesus Vargas, I have my client here in cause number 680480, Luis Martinez Hernandez.
sorry, counsel. Did you say Luis Hernandez?
Yes, Martinez Hernandez,
Martinez Hernandez, okay.
and that's 680-480. He's here in my office. He can respond or raise his hand if the court.
Okay, thank you, Luis Martinez Hernandez.
Present.
All righty, thank you.
And I would
Alrighty.
like to confer on that case, Your Honor, with
Thank you very much, Attorney Vargas. All righty. Yes, Attorney Hernandez?
Judge, we were on Tuesday's docket and my understanding was that we're going to be called today for Rudy Javier Rodriguez, but we haven't received anything and we're not on the docket. So if the court wants to call us back next week, that's fine.
All righty. And that's Xavier Rodriguez?
Rudy Xavier Rodriguez, Judge.
Rudy, okay, thank you. Okay. What's the case number, sir?
It is. Six 57198 is the case that we're going to be pleading on.
657 or 651?
657.
Thank you,
198.
198.
Yes.
Okay,
And we're available any day next week, Judge, if that's easier.
And Judge, I believe that I've already sent out plea paperwork for Mr. Hernandez's client on that case.
okay. Alrighty, anyone else that has not heard their name or have not recognized? Anyone else on Zoom that has not heard their name or that I have not recognized? Alrighty, that concludes the calling of the docket at this time. So let's go ahead and move the attorneys who wish to go ahead and consult with the ADA around. I take it that you'll be conferring ADA Han Martinez?
Yes, Judge, I'm happy to confer.
Alrighty. Alrighty, Attorney Braswell, you have received your invitation. Attorney Stetson, did you need to go in and confer?
Yes, please.
Okay. And Jesus?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
I would like to confer as well.
yes, sir. And then Attorney Hernandez, do you need to go ahead and talk with the ADA or have you seen the plea paperwork?
Judge, if I could talk to the prosecutor, I haven't seen anything come up yet.
Already. Alrighty, since I have called the docket already, if you have not seen your attorney on Zoom or in person, please go. This is a good time for you to call your attorney and let your attorney that you know that you are here and that you're waiting for them. Good morning, Ms. Rivera. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Your Honor. Good. How are you?
Good, not too bad. Thank you for asking. Do we have you till noon?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much. Good morning, Attorney Ramos,
Morning, Judge.
Fernando Ramos.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, sir. How can I help you? Do you need to confer with the ADA?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You should have your invitation. Attorney Stetson, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. I had conferred with Ms. Martinez and I exited Zoom by clicking the wrong button. This case has not been filed because it's a blood draw. We're awaiting toxicology. The state does not have a ETA on when the state would be in possession of the toxicology labs. I did request Coban dash camera. If we can just have another setting. I don't know if you wish to waive recall arraignment or just set it straight for a pretrial conference.
Yes, sir. Since it is set for arraignment today, we can go ahead and set it for a pretrial conference hearing. And please, when you, I put you in to confer, talk with the coordinator, keep that in mind as you check your calendar when you wish to set that for pretrial conference. Okay, sir?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All righty. And I make sure we get the email address for your client, and after you get a date for the pretrial conference hearing, reset it, you and your client are excused. Please have a great weekend and enjoy your 4th.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
Okay, thank you. Don't forget to take your client.
So I can leave also?
Wait, Mr. McCoy, wait till I get the reset dates.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Attorney Vargas. Yes.
See, oh, let me turn on my video.
Right.
Okay, I have my client here. I just conferred with the prosecutor. She's going to check and see and look for additional video that's lacking on the discovery. So I would like to speak to Ms. Luna about a reset for pretrial conference. You need the cause number.
Sir, is this set for an arraignment today?
Yes, Your Honor. What happened, it was somehow was misscheduled for Wednesdays, and there's no arraignments or Zooms on Wednesdays. So it was moved to today.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And yes, please, and counsel, make sure that the court coordinator has your client's email address, and you guys are excused after you get your pretrial conference hearing. Keep in mind what, as you check your calendar, to set that for appropriate time, because at pretrial conference hearing, you'll just tell me how you're going to dispose of it and when.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You too. Have a safe 4th of July and an enjoyable one.
Thank you.
Attorney Braswell?
Good morning, Your Honor. I conferred with Ling, the Assistant DA, and it looks like we're still waiting for evidence to be released so that we can download it through e-discovery. So I would ask for a reset at least to August and later if possible. This is a blood draw DWI case, and really none of the evidence has been made available. It's showing it's available, but it's not actually available yet. So she said at least August to give them adequate time to make that evidence available.
Thank you, counsel. Make sure that I'm going to send you, and I keep saying that, I'm going to send you in with the court coordinator. Please make sure that you keep that in mind as you check your calendar to see when you want to reset this for.
Okay.
Because at the pretrial conference hearing, there is no reset on that. You'll be ready to tell me how you're going to dispose of this case by plea or trial. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. You have a great 4th of July, you and your client. You're excused from there after you finish talking with the coordinator. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Yes.
I'm here on Daniel Cantu, Judge.
Mr. Cantu, yes.
6-2042.
Let's see. Yes, he checked in, sir.
Yes, he's there on, yeah, I had to come down here.
Yeah.
To the report,
No problem.
just to tell me to dismiss the case.
Who, Cantu?
Not here.
Okay,
In the other court.
Oh.
In other words, I didn't have to come down.
right?
Anyway, we have an offer and he's gonna take the plea.
Okay.
So
Yes, we're set for a plea today. Do we have the paperwork though?
I haven't gotten it ready yet, or I haven't gotten it yet.
Alrighty. Do you have mechanism to jump on a Zoom?
Judge, if it's all right with you, I'd like to go back and just hook up, and hopefully in that time they'll have the paperwork ready.
Okay, because I was just going to, Attorney ADA Boses? Can you
Yes,
check
Judge.
on, good morning, sir. Would you be able to check on cause number 661842? It's set for a plea today, and the Attorney Garza is here, and he's wondering about the paperwork. What's the status on the paperwork?
All right, I'll check on that now.
Okay. And we'll wait for you.
I can go back to the office, hook up and- If
Okay.
it's not yet.
Okay, and then, yeah, okay.
It's all right with you, Judge?
Yeah,
Judge, we need the defendant's email address. We haven't been able to send the paperwork out because we've been waiting on that.
30 days on the GPS or 30 days Bear County Jail.
Okay.
I'll be hooked up. You guys have a good week.
Yeah, you too. ADA BOCES, do you see that?
What's that, Judge?
I sent you a chat.
Okay, I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Attorney Stetson?
Hello, Judge. I finished conferring with Ms. Luna. We have the PTC date, if I could provide it to the court and then be excused.
Yes, sir.
October 6th, and I did provide Ms. Luna with Mr. McCoy's email address.
Fantastic. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Be safe.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
You
Take
too.
care.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's my approach for Don Ramos.
Yes, Attorney Ramos, you're here for.
Gabriel Puente, Judge.
Is that a Francisco Puentes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, alrighty, thank you. And it's set for an arraignment today. Do you need to reset it for a pretrial conference hearing or what we're gonna do?
That's what I'd like to do, Your Honor. The ADA is going to email me an offer. And my daughter's in from Oregon, brought with her a virus, not a COVID. So I'm not feeling so well right now.
Oh, you're fading out.
I'm not feeling as well as I should.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry to hear that.
Me too.
I'm sure. Okay, sir. So what, if you keep that in mind and also put you in the breakout room with the court coordinator so that you can get a date. And you and your client are excused after you get the date, okay? Make sure that she has your email address, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it.
And has your client's email address too for the case setting.
He doesn't work well with computers, Judge. He's a Spanish speaker. He'll show up in the courtroom.
Okay, so we'll go to, will it be okay.
He's here, Judge.
Oh, is that Mr. Francisco? Yes, he's here. I
Yes,
knew
ma'am.
he was checked in.
If you could release him, he needs to go to work. We had a last minute notice of hearing today.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll get him a case reset form to be able to set him on his way, and we'll send one to you as well. Okay, once you
Thank you,
put
Judge.
you, and then you're excused, and please feel better. Okay. Have a
Thank
great
you, ma'am.
weekend, sir.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks. Attorney Braswell, did I ever move you?
Yes, Your Honor, you did. I've already conferred with Miss Luna, and we're going to get a pretrial conference on November the 10th. We're just waiting on the form so that my client and I can sign it.
Okay, that's November 10th, you say, right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, super.
And once we sign, Your Honor, may we be excused?
Oh, absolutely, sir. Absolutely. She has all your email addresses. Yeah, and Attorney Braswell?
Yes, ma'am.
She will go ahead and send that to you via email. You do not have to wait. She'll go ahead and get that to you very shortly. Okay, sir?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We appreciate it. Happy 4th of July and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yes, keep safe and keep cool.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Robinson, please call your attorney. Let him know that you are here today. You're here waiting on him, okay?
Yes, ma'am. She said that he's in some other courtrooms, so I guess every gets
Mr. Robinson, you may need to go ahead and head into the court because your connection is very bad. It is I cannot understand you at all. So you try to disconnect and reconnect and fix your speaker, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me better now, Judge?
All right, what were you trying to say before?
I just talked to his assistant, and she said that he was in, I guess, in 2 other courts. So as soon as he gets done, he'll be coming in.
Okay. Ms. Rivera, how was that? Were you able to understand him?
Yes, ma'am, I could understand that.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's what's important.
No, I can just ask him.
Good morning, Attorney Ian. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. I'm doing well. I have
Okay.
Martin Cevallos this morning.
Yes.
If I could be put into a breakout room with him.
Okay. State, can you pull up cause number 657-198? 657-198.
Yes, I have that one, Judge.
Mr. Rodriguez, I need for you to go ahead and place your device on a flat surface and place yourself in the center of it, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. State, can you send the personnel data sheet to council so they can go ahead and complete that personnel data sheet? This one is not complete at all. And send that in.
Judge, I believe the personal data sheet was included with the plea paperwork. I don't know
Yes,
how
it's not
to,
completed.
and I don't,
Just a separate one.
Judge, if someone could just email me a blank one, I can fill it out. Might be faster that way.
That's what I'm asking the state to do, sir. So,
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be by DocuSign. We can fill it.
Your Honor, is that a probation data sheet? I can email that to Mr. Hernandez.
the personnel data sheet, yes, please.
That's with probation. Yes, Your Honor. I'll email that over to you, Mr. Hernandez.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Do you need my
Good
email?
morning, Ms. Sedovich, Manager Sedovich.
Good morning. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Hernandez. If you, Your Honor, may he chat that to me?
Absolutely, directly. Mhm.
Thank you.
Counsel, do you need to get into a breakout room with your client? Attorney Hernandez?
That would be helpful, Judge.
Okay. Attorney Garza?
Yes, Your Honor. May I go in there with a break room with my client, please?
Okay. I'm signing it to room 8. ADA Bosis?
Yes, Judge.
Hey, sir, do you know cause number 675359? Has that been taken care of?
As far as I can see, the defendant was accepted to the PTD program.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like he's completed PTD yet.
Oh, okay, but do I get the dismissal? Once he's accepted?
Well, I guess usually they send the dismissal once they
Accepted him, right?
sign the PTD. Yeah, well, it's once they accept the defendant and then they send the contract to the defense and they have to sign it and agree to the terms. And once they do that, then they dismiss it. So
Okay,
maybe the defense hasn't signed the contract yet.
okay. But he's been accepted as far as you can tell.
Yes.
Good morning, council. Are you here for Jamie Krenek?
Yes, Your Honor, I was hoping she would show up in person.
Yeah.
I had no contact with her.
Okay.
I take that back. She did send me an email. I was hoping she would show. I sent her the link.
She has not checked in. I have her marked as failure to appear right now.
Also, I might be able to resend the case to try to persuade her to join the, or maybe I can get her to join today.
Sure, if that's gonna be before noon. Otherwise,
I'll ask her to join in the meeting in progress.
okay.
Thank you.
Otherwise, after the 8th to bring for her to, she can have to, you can have to the 8th of July for her to come, physically come in and check in.
Very well, Judge.
You can do that, but if she joins in, we'll go ahead and,
And I apologize for being late. I had jail court and mental health court, so I'll be on this right now.
okay, thank you. Good morning, Senor Cano. How are you, sir?
Buenos dias, Judge. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Gershon. We're here for, I believe, Martin Ceballos. Is that who you have?
They didn't give me a name. They just gave me the Zoom number.
Okay, the cause number would be 628-118.
Correct?
Okay.
Judge, I'm taking the file to you right now.
Okay. Thank you. Um, Senor Cano, I'm trying to find out how much longer. So,
Don't worry, Your Honor. It's actually a little slow today, so we're not in a hurry. There's no other courts waiting, so don't worry about
Okay.
it. I'll be here.
all righty, thank you.
Did Healy? Fred, can I talk to you in a breakout room?
Alrighty,
Yes.
let me get you guys in there. And sir, when you get a chance, Attorney Garza, need a jacket, please. I'm gonna
Yes.
put you guys in the breakout room. Thank you. Breakfast is there you are. Attorney Hernandez, are we ready?
We are, Judge.
Okay, you're kind of low.
Kind of volume wise or?
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Attorney O'Donnell, what do you need? What are we going to do with your case, sir?
Your Honor, I sent another email to my client and asked her to join the court hearing in progress. I was hoping that she would. While I'm here, I wonder if I could have a breakout room with the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me get you there. ADA BOSIS is ADA Han still conferring?
She'll be back shortly, Judge. Right now, it's just me here, so.
Okay. All righty, I'm going to put you in the room with ADA Han Martinez while I take these, please, okay? Attorney O'Donnell, and she'll be with you just shortly, okay?
Very well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I have two cases for Mr. Rudy Rodriguez. I have a cause number 657-198, which I have the paperwork on, and cause number 678-478. Could you state, just tell me what generally we're going to do?
This is Mr. Rudy Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
So on this case, we are. The agreement is to plead to 657-198. And then the 678-478 is going to be dismissed.
Dismissed outright?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get on record on cause number 657-198 and cause number 678-478, State of Texas versus Rudy Xavier Rodriguez. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Brett Bosis for the state.
Tony Adonis on behalf of Mr. Rodriguez.
And are you Rudy Xavier Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
Who, under cause number 657-198, you're accused of unlawful carry weapon, handgun moving violation, alleged to have occurred on the 13th day of March 2021 and is classified as a Class A misdemeanor. Are you the same so accused? Are you the same person so accused, Mr. Rodriguez?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's focus. We're taking a plea, okay? And
ma'am.
under cause number 678-478, you're accused of interference with emergency telephone alleged to have occurred on the 8th day of May 2021 and classified as a Class A misdemeanor. Are you the same so accused under that
Yes,
cause
ma'am.
number? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth under pains and penalties of perjury, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You may go ahead and lower your hand. Court is going to start sharing the court screen. Mr. Rodriguez, can you see the court screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, can you see the court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, can you see the court screen?
Yes, I can.
State, on display is a document entitled State's Consent to Video Conferencing. Did you sign that document that's consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rodriguez, when I need you to respond, I will call you by name. Otherwise, when I'm talking to the attorneys, I will call your attorney counsel and I will call the other attorney state, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
All right, not a problem, not a problem. It gets confusing. So I'll just go ahead and ask state if you would.
Yes, Judge. ADA Han Martinez signed that document and we do consent.
Thank you. State's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Defense, on display is a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Video Conferencing. Mr. Rodriguez, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you sign this document that's consenting to plea by video conferencing?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, with your signature on the same document, do you join your client in consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Counsel, how long have you been representing Mr. Rodriguez?
More than 6 months, Your Honor.
And we're applying for probation, and if so, what type?
It's deferred adjudication, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, this is your application for deferred adjudication community supervision. I'm sure your attorney has gone over it with you. Right here on the second page of your application, it states that you personally appeared before me. You are the defendant in this case, and I have sworn you in. And under oath, you're going to tell me that your application for deferred adjudication community supervision and your personnel data sheet is true and correct. This is your personnel data sheet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is that true and correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you need to speak with your attorney before answering this question. The defendant understands and acknowledges that any untrue statement in your application or your personnel data sheet may be grounds for denial or revocation of any community supervision in this case. Do you need to talk to your attorney?
I believe we're good. I believe so.
Okay, so what do you say? Do you understand and you acknowledge?
Yes, ma'am. That is all my information.
Okay, I will sign this document, making it part of the record. State, have you fulfilled your discovery and Brady requirement in this case?
Yes, we have, Judge.
And counsel, do you believe that the state has fulfilled its obligation to provide you discovery under Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as giving you full access to the state's files?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is this case subject to law enforcement disclosure? And if it is, has that been fulfilled?
It is not subject to that, Judge.
All righty, okay. I will sign the discovery acknowledgement, making it part of the record. State, do you have any motions for the court's consideration at this time?
No motions from the state, Judge.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, this is, I draw your attention to the document on display. It's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and the Court's Admonitions. This is a 2-page document. This is the first page, and then this is the second page. Is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign this did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And after you reviewed it with your attorney, you freely and voluntarily signed it?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. He has worked hard for you to go ahead and get rid of that other case for you. And this is a Class A misdemeanor. And you understand your constitutional rights as your attorney explained them to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And where were you born?
I was born here in San Antonio.
I will approve the waiver, your jury waiver. I will sign it. And now it's made part of the record and you will no longer be able to have a trial in this case. Counsel, do you believe that your client is competent to enter into a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
With the information, we're able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and charges against him.
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you and this defendant waive the formal reading of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, what is your punishment recommendation?
Judge, state recommends 1 year of deferred probation, a $450 fine plus court costs, 80 hours of community service restitution, motion to forfeit the weapon, an APSE class, a TAP evaluation, and a gang evaluation. And in exchange for the defendant's plea in 657-198, the state will dismiss 678-478.
And counsel, is that your understanding of the state's punishment recommendation in this case?
It is, Your Honor. And just for the court's information, there's a felony, a nightmare possession of marijuana that's going to be rejected as part of that, based on the conversations with the felony prosecutor judge.
Okay. And Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes, ma'am.
is that your understanding of what your attorney has worked out with the state on your behalf in order to dispose of this matter for you today?
Yes.
Very good. With that understanding, sir, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Tony, I guess we can just. Well, I did it, so it's guilty. I plead guilty.
Guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason than the fact that you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. I will accept your plea of guilt, finding that it is freely and intelligently made and that you're competent to do so. State, with regard to, counsel, do you have anything on behalf of your client and why I should accept this plea?
Your Honor, he's accepted responsibility for this, that the plea bargain's been worked out. He's been on the monitor now for a number of months without any violation. He's ready to go back to work, Judge. We just asked the court to follow the agreement, allow him to get back to work and do what he needs to do for the court.
Counsel, what monitor?
He's been on a GPS monitor, Judge. With full house arrest. That's why he's not working at this time.
Okay. Counsel, are you going to be seeking that be removed, or is that once the felony case is
We're asking the court.
taken care of, that will be removed? Counsel, did you freeze? Did you understand my question, counsel? With regard to the GPS monitor, who put that on? The felony?
Judge, I thought it was on the case that's being dismissed, on the misdemeanor case that's being dismissed. I can double check though.
Okay.
It's on the felony nightmare case, Judge.
Okay, so that will be taken care of upon their rejection of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. State, do you have any objections with regard to this matter, this defendant being referred to the Bear County Gives Back program?
No objection from the state.
Counsel, you're familiar with that, right?
Judge, is that the program where he goes so many Saturdays in a row?
Yes, and I will approve it for 40 hours only.
Yeah, that's, yeah, that'd be good, Judge.
Okay. State, you will be tendering the motion to destroy the weapon?
Yes, Judge. I believe ADA Han Martinez already sent it out. So it should be with the court soon.
Okay. And State, with regard to the gang evaluation, what is a necessity for that?
It's a recommendation in this instance because the facts of the UCW as well as the facts of the felony, which is being rejected for his plea in this case. It's just part of our recommendation to have probation conduct a gang evaluation to just determine whether or not there's any involvement by the defendant.
Defense?
Judge Rudy has no history of gang involvement or affiliation. We have no objection to the evaluation. He's not concerned about the evaluation, Judge.
Alrighty, besides the GPS, is that the only thing that's keeping Mr. Rodriguez from working?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
is there any legal reason why this matter cannot be disposed of today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes, ma'am.
although there's sufficient reason to find you guilty, I am going to withhold my finding of guilt, and I am going to place you on 1 year of deferred adjudication probation for unlawful carry of a handgun under cause number 657198, moving violation. You will be, on behalf of this court, monitored and supervised by the Community Supervision and Corrections Department, otherwise known as probation. With these following conditions: $450 fine plus court costs, 80 hours of community service restitution. I am going to refer you to Bexar County Gives Back program so that you may be able to satisfy 40 hours of that, the community service restitution through that program if you choose. Once the state submits, or I will sign the motion to forfeit and destroy the weapon. You will also have to complete the anger management program and stress education, APSE, have a TAP evaluation and a gang evaluation. Cause number was the state's recommendation and motion. Once they tender a motion to dismiss under cause number 678458, I will sign that. Your attorney has done good by you and getting for the felony rejection, and then we'll go, hopefully that will take care of the GPS. I will expect you to conduct 5 job searches per week until you're gainfully employed. That will be documented on the Texas Workforce Job Search Log, which is available on the internet. All you have to do is Google that, Texas Workforce Job Search Log, and it's fillable. Also,
Yes,
I will expect you to have UAs, your analysis bi-monthly. That's about every 2 weeks. And I'm going to request that they establish levels. And as we go through, there should be levels. If I were to test you today, would you be positive?
Your Honor, I'm not even gonna be 100% honest. I would probably be positive. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's not a problem, sir. That's why I want to be able to establish levels so that we'll get you a clean date and probably depending on how you've been using, I'm going to be liberal and give you a clean date of 31 August. By 31 August, it should be out of your system.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
All right, sir. And then I'm going to have your community supervision officer provide me a status report right about then to in about 2 months to tell me how well you're doing on probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to set your supervision fee at $35.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? All right. State, did I cover everything for you?
Yes, you did, Judge.
And counsel, is there anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, with
Yes,
regard
ma'am.
to trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal, this has been a plea bargain case, and I am going to certify that you have no right to appeal. You can come and get a copy of this when you come down and give us your fingerprints. Now, today is the 1st of July, and we have us a long weekend coming. So will you be able to come on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week? Which one works for you, sir?
Next week.
Sure. Tuesday,
next-
Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday's fine.
Okay. Make sure to let your, if the felony is not taken care of and the GPS is not taken care of, make sure to let them know that Judge Uzamba, your GPS people, let them know that Judge Uzamba requires you to come to court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. So we'll see you on Tuesday. That's the 5th of July 2022. Okay, so from here, I am going to put you in a breakout room with the CLO so that she can explain to you that Bear County Gives Back program. It is optional. If you want to participate in it, no problem. If you don't, you're still responsible for the 80 hours of community service restitution. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On Tuesday, the 5th of July, 2022, I will expect you to come down to County Court at Law Number 2, located at 300 Dolorosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We're on the first floor of the Cadena Reeves Justice Center. I need for you to come down between the hours of 2 p.m. but before 4:30 p.m., okay? You'll come in, see my bailiff, and then she will instruct you further. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this is what I really need for you to understand. If you don't come down on Tuesday, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see you on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward, Mr. Rodriguez, to your successful completion of probation. Your attorney has done a great job for you, and the way that you're going to show him that you appreciate his efforts is for you to be successful on probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All righty. And now, but if there's anything that sort of starts happening, talk to your CSO, that's your community supervision officer, probation officer, and see if we can go ahead and be able to do something before it becomes an issue, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, thank you very much. Counsel, anything further?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All righty. State?
Yes, Judge.
Anything further?
Nothing further from the state.
We're off record on this matter. I have stopped sharing the screen. Thank you very much. Counsel, you and your client, let me go ahead and put you guys in a breakout room, and you're excused from talking with the CLO. Have a great 4th of July weekend. State, can you pull up 628-118, 628-118? Okay, I still don't have the paperwork. Ms. Luna, would you see if it has come to you? It should be ready, right, Attorney Ion?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all righty.
I'm checking on that right now, Judge.
Okay, and I need the one for Can 2. Attorney Garza, are you ready on Can 2? I need the file for Can 2 as well.
Your Honor, interpreter here, may I introduce myself to Mr. Ceballos?
Yes, and we'll go ahead and do this.
I just want to see if he can hear me. Señor Ceballos, ¿me escucha?
Sí.
Mi nombre, soy el que tengo la mano arriba.
Sí,
Voy a ser
sí.
su intérprete el día de hoy, ¿ok? Están nada más, están buscando su documentación. Ahorita empezamos.
Ok.
Judge, for Mr. Larios, I have not received the approval email for me to approve it.
Okay, State, can you
Judge.
see where it is?
Yes, I was just looking at that and Miss Ion, it looks like your client did not fully finish signing it. It's possible that there may have just been like one more button he needed to press, but it still shows as being with him right now.
Okay, we can try and get that sorted out. The only thing I know he wasn't able to fill out was the, he wasn't able to fill out the personal data sheet and the vehicle of the household. So I printed those out and I can provide those to the court separately. But I guess if we need to go back into a breakout room to sort that out as far as what's left, or
You still have access to those breakout rooms if you would, and please keep in mind that the interpreter is here. I'll need to go ahead and get this done. I only have the court reporter at noon, and I really need to get going by noon. Okay?
yes, Judge. And it had kicked me out of the meeting, so I don't have access to the breakout room anymore.
Yeah, that is weird for today. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on, why you guys keep getting kicked out when you come out of the breakout room. It's weird. It's we're having the same issues. So let me see, where is Ceballos? Attorney Garza, are we ready on the paperwork for Mr. Cantu? Okay. State, do you know where that paperwork is for cause number 661842?
Is that Daniel Cantu's case?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That paperwork should be with Miss Luna.
Okay.
Mr. Cantu's plea paperwork was just approved.
All righty. State on Rudy Rodriguez is indicating here on the dismissal that it is being TIC'd. Do I need to just go ahead and send that back to you?
One moment.
Okay. And if you'll be ready on cause number 661-842, we can go ahead and take care of that while we're waiting for,
Yes, I'm ready to proceed on Mr. Cantu.
okay, great. Attorney O'Donnell, do you need to speak with the coordinator?
No, Your Honor, my client apparently is FTA. I've tried to reach out to her. I talked to the state. I just didn't have leave to be excused by the court judge.
Alrighty, that's not a problem. If she can come in between now and the 8th, or do you want me to give you to the 11th?
The longer I can get, the better, Your Honor. I did receive one email from this client, but that was our only communication.
Okay. Alrighty, let me go ahead and then give you to the 12th to go ahead and since it's a week, long weekend coming up.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend. Be safe.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Cantu, if you would be kind enough to position your camera so that you're in the center of the camera, I would appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Counsel, are you ready to proceed? Attorney Garza? Attorney Garza? I only have the reporter for another 40 minutes. Attorney Garza? Ms. Luna, can you call Attorney Garza, see what's going on?
Yes.
Okay. ADA Moses, your instructions on the Rodriguez case dismissal?
Yes, Judge, you can get rid of it and it should be, we'll resend it because it should be for complainant waived prosecution.
Okay.
Judge, Mr. Garza was pulled into district court for juvenile. He'll be here shortly.
I'm sorry, he has done what?
He's in juvenile court.
Oh, I see, I see. State, I got another motion to dismiss on Rodriguez, and it's the same thing.
Yes, Judge, I just submitted it. The first one said that you could not sign, so I'm hoping this one has rectified that problem.
Oh, no. Is the issue is that it's an outright dismissal, not a TIC. That's what was my understanding. That was what's on that.
Judge, I'd like to verify that.
Say again? Attorney Garza? Hey, Attorney Sawyer, how are you? Good, good. You have come just in the nick of time. Ms. Luna, I need Isaiah Robinson's case file up here, please.
Coming, Judge.
Sorry, but I did a district court online.
Not a problem.
Judge, we came back from the breakout room. I think hopefully we got everything figured out.
Alrighty, I still don't have the paperwork, and your client is a US citizen?
No, Your Honor.
Are you an immigration attorney? And has he been consulted as such?
I am not an immigration attorney. We did discuss the ramifications and his options.
But has he talked to an immigration attorney?
I don't believe so.
Okay. When do you want to reset the case so that Will has the opportunity to do that? Will you go in and talk with my court coordinator regarding that? Okay. I'm going to need the immigration attorney that he consulted with on record.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm back, Judge. I apologize when I was called to the 436.
Not a problem, Attorney Garza. I will take up your matter very shortly. Let's go ahead and get on record since we have the CLO here. Could I get him, Attorney Sawyer, can I get a microphone for him, please?
We're ready to go.
We're gonna get on record on cause number 633329, State of Texas versus Isaiah Jamal Robinson. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Brett Bosis for the state.
Arisa Sedovich, Court Liaison Officer.
Michael J. Sawyer for the defendant.
And then are you Isaiah Robinson?
I am.
Are you the same Isaiah Robinson that was placed on probation for 12 months for obstruction, highway intoxication that on the second day of November 2021?
Correct.
Is that a yes, sir? Are you the same Isaiah Robinson? Please unmute, Mr. Robinson. Are you the same Isaiah Robinson? Mr. Robinson, you need to unmute and respond, please.
Turn on your microphone.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Robinson, are you the same Isaiah Robinson that was placed on probation on the second day of November 2021 for 12 months for obstruction, highway intoxication? Are you
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same? Alrighty, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth and the
Yes,
pains and
ma'am.
penalties of perjury? So help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Counsel, how long have you been representing Mr. Robinson?
Well, in excess of 30 days, Your Honor.
And do you believe that your client is competent to enter into plea today?
I do, Your Honor.
Alrighty, state, which violation are you going to go on?
Judge, I remember we were here on this case a few weeks back, and perhaps my memory is misleading me, but I thought we had continued the defendant on his probation at that point in time. Am I wrong about what happened on this case?
No, not at all. That was the intent, but the motion to the MTR motion, the motion to go ahead and withdraw the MTR was not proffered by the state, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, perhaps I was confused at that time about what should be done, but I guess if the court has continued the defendant on his probation, then at this point I will go ahead and withdraw the motion to revoke.
All right, okay, I'll go ahead and address that motion to withdraw, and I will approve it once once I receive it, and the matter defense, any objections? I'm sorry, I should have asked you if you have any objections.
You have no objection.
For the state to file a motion to withdraw?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, I will go ahead and sign that. And your client understands what he needs to be doing on probation.
Yes, Your Honor, he and I went over point for point. He's going to follow all the instructions laid out by the court and probation.
All righty, very good. We're off the record on this matter. Thank you very much.
And Judge, thank you for your patience this morning and me getting here.
Not a problem, sir.
I'm not quite sure. I left a message from my secretary to call the court. I thought I was tied up to district court. So it looks like disrespect when nobody shows up. There's no message. And I never intended disrespect for this court or any court.
Are you talking about my right now?
Okay.
Am I dismissed, Your Honor?
Mr. Robinson, yes, your attorney will contact you, right? I can let him go.
You can let him go, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Robinson, you have yourself a great 4th of July.
You too. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Your Honor, this is Marissa Aon with Martin Ceballos. I spoke with Marina to get a new court date. It would be excused.
Okay, great. When are you guys coming back?
August 23rd. I'm sorry. Yes. July 23rd. July 23rd. 29th. July 29th. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay.
We're getting
It's all
all of everything mixed up today. July
Not
29th.
a problem. She has the email address for Mr. Ceballos?
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Ayon, this is the interpreter. Are you going to inform of this to Mr. Ceballos, or you want me to tell him?
If you're here, if you can tell him.
Señor Ceballos, ¿me escucha?
Sí, sí lo escucho.
Básicamente, la juez quiere que usted hable con un abogado experto en asuntos migratorios antes de proseguir. Entonces, le pidió a su abogada, la señorita Ayon, que consiguiera otra fecha para regresar ya con la información del abogado de migración, y le acaban de informar que la fecha cuando tienen que regresar es en julio 29.
29 de julio tengo que regresar con un abogado de migración.
Bueno, la señorita Ayon, su abogada, le va a hablar y le va a explicar. No es que ella se vaya a ir, ella le va a explicar.
Ok, está bien. Ok.
Miss Ayon, do you know what the time?
At 9 o'clock.
No, he needs to, okay, he needs to report by 8:30. The Zoom will be open.
Que tiene que ser por Zoom, la audiencia es a las 9, pero tiene que usted estar presente a las 8:30.
Ok.
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 Thank you, Mr. Cano.
Thank you, Ms. Ayon. Your Honor, may I be excused, or you have another case for me?
No, we're good. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your services.
Thank you, Judge. You have a good weekend, everybody.
You too.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused now?
Gracias.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ya se puede retirar, señor. Bye.
Martín, yo voy a hablarte después y puedes cerrar la sesión, ¿ok?
Ok, entonces usted me marca después.
Sí, señor.
Ok, bueno, gracias.
Gracias, Martín. Adiós.
Adiós.
Okay, Attorney Dominguez, good afternoon, sir. Oh, good late morning.
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Yes, sir. Your client got accepted into the PTD program, but hasn't signed the contract yet?
That is correct, Your Honor. I have spoken with him because I did not want to just email him the application, have him sign it, send it over. I want to I like to physically go over it with them so they understand it. I am not going to be able to do that until at least the next week, because he was out with his family. But I have been in contact with him, and I am setting up an appointment to get him in here to physically go over the contract with him.
Okay, so you want me to go ahead and recall you for the 8th of July? I really need to go ahead and get this done.
That'll work, Your Honor. Yes, I'll get him in before the 8th.
Okay, all righty, very good. So we'll go ahead and just give you a reset till the 8th of July to go ahead and get that contract in, okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
All righty, thanks a bunch.
Of course.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney Hahn. I got the dismissal.
Thank you, Judge. Sorry about that confusion.
No, not at all, not at all, not at all. I just want to let you know. Okay. Let us get on record on cause number 661-842, State of Texas versus Daniel Cantu. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Brett Bosis for the state.
Abelardo Garza for the defendant.
Are you Daniel Cantu?
Yes, ma'am.
The same that has been accused of driving while intoxicated, second offense, alleged to have occurred on the 23rd of May, 2021, and is a Class A misdemeanor. Are you the same so accused?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth and nothing else but the truth under pains of penalty and perjury, so help you God?
I do.
You may lower your hand. Court is going to start sharing the court screen. Mr. Cantu, can you see the court screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And state, can you, excuse me, counsel, can you see the court screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state?
Yes.
State, on display is a document entitled State's Consent to Video Conferencing. Did you sign this document that's consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, I did sign them.
State's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Defense, on display is the defendant's consent to video conferencing. Mr. Cantu, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign this document that's consenting to plea by video conferencing?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, with your signature on the same document, do you join your client in consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant's video conferencing consent is made part of the record. Counsel, how long have you been representing Mr. Cantu?
Well over 30 days, Your Honor.
And are we applying for probation? And if so, which type?
Yes, Your Honor. We are applying.
Are we applying for judge-ordered community supervision probation, counsel?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Cantu, I draw your attention to the document at title Application for Judge-Ordered Community Service Community Supervision Probation. It's a 2-page document, and I bring your attention to the area I'm circling the cursor, whereby it states that you personally appear before me today, albeit via Zoom, and you are the defendant in this case. I have sworn you in, and under oath, you're telling me that your application for deferred adjudication community supervision and the personal data sheet are true and correct. This is your personal data sheet. Sir, anything missing from here that needs to be filled in?
No,
So just so that you know, we're going to need a third reference, and you say you're unemployed at this time, okay? All righty, sir, we'll go ahead and get that all completed once you come in to provide us your fingerprints, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you need to talk to your attorney to understand the consequences of your response to this statement? Defendant understands and acknowledges that any untrue statement in your application for judge order community supervision or the personnel data sheet may be grounds for revocation or denial of community supervision in this case. Do you need to talk to your attorney?
No, ma'am.
And so do you understand and so acknowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
I will sign the document, making it part of the record. State, have you fulfilled your discovery and Brady requirement in this case?
Yes, we have, Judge.
Thank you. Say, counsel, are you satisfied that the state has fulfilled its obligation to provide you discovery under Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as giving you full access to the state's files?
I believe so, Your Honor.
And with regard to the law enforcement disclosure, state, is this matter subject to it? And if so, has it been complied with?
One moment, Judge. This case is not subject to that, Judge.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement, making it part of the record. Thank you, State. State, do you have any motions for the court's consideration?
No motions from the state, Judge.
And defense, do you? Oh. Defense, do you have any motions for the court's consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Cantu, I draw your attention to the document on display. It's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Courts Admonitions. It is a two-page document, this being the first page and then this being the second page. Sir, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you go over this document with your attorney?
I did.
After going over this two-page document with your attorney, did you freely and voluntarily sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
With your signature and your testimony, you're telling me that you understand everything in this two-page document as it was reviewed and explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand that this is a second DWI and it is punishable $0 to $4,000 fine and minimum of 30 days to 1 year in Bexar County Jail.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a US citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And where were you born?
Weslaco, Texas.
Okay. I will approve your jury waiver and I'm going to sign it. And with that, I make it part of the record and you will no longer be able to have a jury trial in this case. Counsel, do you believe that your client is competent to enter into a plea today?
I believe so, Your Honor.
With the information, we're able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and charges against him.
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you and this defendant waive the formal reading of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, what's your punishment recommendation?
The state's punishment recommendation in this case is for 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, to be probated for 1 year, a $600 fine plus court costs, 60 hours of community service, the DWI intervention course, the U Impact class, the tap evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term of probation, and upon completion of this plea, the state will dismiss cause number 680052.
Ms. Luna, will you bring that file out, please?
Judge, just for the court's awareness, for some reason, that case is, it's in County Court 11, it shows. But it's a driving while license invalid without insurance case.
Okay. All right. Did it arise out of the same incident here?
No, it was a separate incident, Your Honor.
Okay. What date did that occur?
The alleged offense date is 2/28/2022.
And you're going to outright dismiss it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, is that your understanding of the state's punishment recommendation in this case?
That is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Cantu, is that your understanding of what your attorney has worked out with the state on your behalf in order to resolve this matter today?
Yes, ma'am.
With that understanding, sir, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
You're pleading no contest because you, now, do you understand that even though you're pleading no contest, I can still find you guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now after you have talked with your attorney on this matter, you're telling the court with your plea of no contest that you do not want to fight any of the charges in this case, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then after talking with your attorney, you believe that with your plea of no contest, that is in your best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
I will accept your plea of no contest, finding that it's freely and voluntarily made and that you are competent to enter into this plea. Counsel, what, if anything, on behalf of your client and why I should consider this plea?
Well, Your Honor, he understands he's done wrong. He's taken responsibility. And we're asking the court to follow the agreement.
And state, what is a BAC in this case?
The BAC was a 0.14, Your Honor.
State, what was the last incident or prior case? The offense date?
The offense date was November 1st, 2015.
What was the result of that? Was he placed on probation and completed it or satisfactorily?
From the court records I have in front of me, he was placed on probation for 15 months as part of DWI court. And he completed the program successfully.
Mr. Cantu, whom do you live with?
I live by myself.
And how many vehicles in your,
Just
do you
one.
have? Do you have the ignition interlock in your vehicle already installed?
I do.
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
You've provided that to your, you provide that to your community supervision officer?
I will.
Okay. State, do you have any objections to this defendant being referred to the Bear County Gives Back program for 40 hours of the community service restitution?
State has no objection to that.
Counsel, you're familiar with that?
I am not,
program?
Your Honor.
Mr. Cantu, is there anything that prevents you from working?
No, ma'am.
You're unemployed at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, is there any legal reason why sentencing cannot be imposed today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mr. Cantu, I'm going to find you guilty of DWI second. I am going to sentence you to 1 year in Bear County Jail. I am going to suspend that sentence and probate it over 1 year. And you will be supervised on behalf of this court by the Community Supervision and Corrections Department, otherwise known as Probation Office, with these following conditions: $600 fine, plus court costs, plus $4,500 miscellaneous traffic fee, 60 hours of community service restitution. I am going to refer you to Bear County Gives Back program for 40 hours of that you can use to satisfy that 40 hours of it. DWI intervention, uimpact.com, tap evaluation. Ignition interlock for half the term. I note here that you have told me that you already have the ignition interlock already installed and you will maintain it. The state has stated they will dismiss outright cause number 680052, driving while license is invalid without insurance, and I will tend to that once it is proffered to the court. I'll need one affidavit from you within 10 calendar days. And that is that you will not drive any vehicle that is not equipped with an ignition interlock. I will have your community supervision officer provide me a status report in 2 months. Tell me how well you're doing on community supervision. You will continue, and I will schedule you for performance review hearing in 30 days. You will perform 5 job searches per week until you are gainfully employed, and that will be documented on the Texas Workforce Job Search Log. It is available on the internet. If you just Google it, it will come up, and it is fillable. So make sure to complete that and provide that to your supervision officer on a weekly basis. I'll set your supervision fee at $45. State, did I cover everything for you?
Yes, you did, Judge.
Defense, anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Cantu, with regard to the trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal, this has been a plea bargain case, and I am going to certify that you have no right to appeal. I have signed it, and you can pick this up when you come to provide your fingerprint. Now, today is Friday, and we have a long weekend, so you have Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Which day do you wish to come in?
Thursday would work.
Thursday. I believe that's the 7th. Now you'll be coming to county court at law number 2, located at 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We're on the first floor of the Kadena Reese Justice Center. You will come between the hours of 2 p.m. and before 4:30 p.m. Mr. Cantu, if you do not show up on the 7th of July to provide us your fingerprints, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Already. And very good. Mr. Cantu, we've already been working together to make sure that you'll be successful. We'll continue to work with you so that you'll be successful on probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. State, anything further?
Nothing further from the state.
Defense?
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Alrighty, I'm going to place you in a breakout room with the CLO so that she can explain to you what that Bear County Gives Back program is. It is an alternative, one of the alternatives that I have for you to complete community service restitution. If you wish to participate in it, no, not a problem. I make it optional. If you don't, you're still responsible for 60 hours of community service restitution. You understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. She will determine whether you're eligible for that program. Thank you so much, Mr. Cantu. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Council, you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming here. I'll put you in a breakout room with your client and the CLO as well. And you guys are excused from there, please. Want to stop sharing? Okay, Miss Rivera, I believe that we did better. We're getting better and better. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. You got big plans for the weekend?
Yes, Your Honor, just hanging out with my family.
Yeah, you guys stay safe, have a great time, and happy 4th of July.
Same to you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate your services. I state that wraps it. You guys have a great and safe 4th of July.
Thank you, Judge.
All
You
right, thank
too.
you.
Okay, and we'll see you Tuesday. We still have that, we do have that trial.
That's right. Yes, we'll see you Tuesday.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one.